Hey everybody! So, episode 11 of Teen Wolf Season 4 just aired, and it was pretty stressful to watch. We actually only just now got to watch the episode. We are in Atlanta. It is the end of Dragon Con. We had an amazing weekend. I know we said we were going to be in cosplay. We are so tired though, and it's just been a long weekend, but we are wearing some of our Teen Wolf stuff. I have my friend Maddie here and Katie again.
Hey.
Some really fun things happen at Dragon Con, which I will get to in a minute. First, we're going to talk about the episode, and we'll see how things go. So basically, this episode, we see a lot of crazy shit go down. Lydia shows up at Derek's loft, which this is not explained in the episode, except for we think Derek's dying. That's the only thing we can think about that. She shows up there while Brayden and Derek are laying in bed, cuddling, and she's wearing a hideous outfit, which is shocking to me. And she just screams when they open the door. Not explained, nothing like that. Let's talk about Deaton. What's going on with him this episode?
God, who knows?
So many feels. And for those of y'all that have seen the Teen Wolf web series, you know who y'all are. Some of us original Teen Wolf fans. They did a web series trying to find the cure for Scott. It was between Scott and Styles, and it actually starred Tyler Posey's dad. And he is back in this episode, and he is working in Eichen House. And we see some scenes between him and Deaton. Deaton goes to... He saves this girl from a Wendigo, and then he brings the Wendigo back to Eichen House, and there's basically an Eichen House that looks like there's just a bunch of supernatural creatures. And there's one guy that is just wacko. Oh my god.
Mr. Third Eye.
Oh my gosh. He's some kind of doctor. I think he worked at Eichen House or something. We couldn't remember his name.
He researches mythology.
Something like, yeah, he knows things.
He knows a lot about Aztec mythology, so I think he's into that.
I'm trying to find out about the berserkers and all that stuff to save Derek, because there is this part where Deaton says that he promised the woman he loved that he would keep Derek's her son safe. Oh my gosh.
No, that was more an inferred of mine that
was
had
definitely
to break through.
Yeah.
Whenever the title sequence played, is that he had promised someone that he loved.
Yeah.
We think it might be Talia.
And I think from that, he probably promised Talia as her emissary. It's just, oh my gosh, I can't. It's so sad. He probably promised Talia to keep her son safe.
Yeah. So basically, the crazy doctor dude, he had drilled a hole or something in his head, and basically Deaton gets up real close, and we're like, there's gonna be an eye. There's gonna be an eye. Yeah, there's an eye. He's got a third eye. Deaton goes into this dreamlike state, and he starts trying to figure out about the berserkers. You see him he's in that old Aztec temple, and he's looking at everything and trying to figure things out. And we see Tyler Posey's dad, his character, saying, "Why doesn't anyone listen to me?" Because Deaton's in basically a mini coma. And that's all we really get out of Deaton this episode. The whole episode, Liam, he's going through PTSD, seeing the berserkers everywhere he looks. His friend Mason can't figure out what is going on with him, and he's trying to help him, but Liam's pushing him away. We even see Brett, his former lacrosse teammate or whatever, giving him advice and saying how Scott is a true alpha and how Liam is so lucky to have him. Scott and Kira almost have a good date. Scott almost finally watches Star Wars. I was so excited.
I thought that was adorable that Derek basically rented out his loft room for the night.
I know, right?
So Scott could have a nice date.
Aww.
I know.
He knew that both of them were going to be there. Later on, he mentions that both of them were there. It was supposed to be a date. Just like Derek Hale. Matchmaker supreme.
But right as things are getting hot and heavy, and of course Scott still hasn't watched Star Wars. And you know what? I'm gonna do a dig. These two,
Hi.
blasphemy. They haven't watched Star Wars, and I'm a huge geek. Just
we
putting
also
that out
both
there.
cosplay Scott too, so
Just like look at my face.
do we have to do a thing, Maddie?
I don't know.
Anyways,
She wants to duct tape us to the chairs.
yes,
so.
I will make them watch Star Wars. So basically, Kate and her berserkers crashing through the windows because, of course, people cannot stop breaking Derek's windows. People are mean. Poor Derek.
It's an ongoing theme that those are the perfect windows to jump through dramatically.
Yeah,
I agree.
they basically beat up Scott and Kira, and they get kidnapped off to Aztec Temple Land.
We're going to church.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Let's go to
Kate.
Mexico.
Back to Mexico.
Another thing that happens, we see a bunch of the money stuff being discussed. Styles and Malia having cute makeout sessions and all that stuff again. And Sheriff Stilinski saying that because Styles and Lydia were almost killed, that their debt has been like just kind of cleared for Eichenhaus. We see in a part where Scott's mom, Melissa, has found the money under the bed, and she basically gets it through to Scott. Like, he needs to bring that money back to Derek and them. And she's like, look, this is really blood money. Like, it's legit blood money. It had blood on it. And Derek was like, this isn't my money. I don't give a crap about it. It's Peter's. And that was just so funny. He's like, do it. He was basically saying, I don't care what you do with that money. I mean, he still doesn't really care about Peter that much anymore. He's just kind of like tolerating him because if you're an enemy of Peter, I don't know, you might get your throat ripped out. Because look what happened at Chris this episode. Chris
Poor Chris. Oh, poor Chris.
Chris Sargent. He
Chris
goes
Sargent can't win.
trying to find Kate, trying to find everyone, trying to find Peter, figure out what the hell is happening. Runs into Peter, and a berserker gets stabbed and trapped. Parrish shows up. Parrish.
Paris.
I still believe he's a phoenix. His eyes, we get something from him. His eyes glowed orange this episode. He's not a kitsune. He's not a kitsune.
It was a different, it was a darker orange.
Yeah.
I know, I was about to say a blood orange.
Yeah.
I know, please, it's red.
But basically, they can't get Parrish can't get the thing out of Chris's stomach alone, so he basically has Chris channel his anger over Allison's death and all of that in order to get adrenaline built up, and then they work together to get it out. And so Chris is going to be okay. We know he's going to be okay. It's Chris. Come on, y'all. We can't not have Chris.
One of the great things about Chris, though, whenever he did trek down to the sewer systems there, is you see a little bit of that old hunter coming through, that he tracked one of the bone tooth claws, and you could tell by the calcium sulfate that was left on it that Kate or the berserkers must have traveled through that certain sewer system then.
Yeah.
Surprise Peter.
Cool.
And I can't forget Coach. There is a very clueless Coach moment I have to mention, and it's all these moments that with Coach, sometimes they just make the show, and it just makes some of the moments so great. When Scott and Kira are missing, Coach is like, where are they? What could be more important? What could they be doing? And Liam and Styles just give him this look and like, Coach. And Coach is just like, what?
Like, not even on a supernatural level, which they were trying to cover up for, but whenever Coach makes a statement of, what could Scott and Kira, what could the two of them possibly be doing together that is more important than our first game?
Yeah, we know.
Yeah.
Poor Styles knows that this has gone over Coach's head completely. What he has just sort of
That Scott and Kira
said.
are together.
Yeah, it's gone over his head.
Yeah.
What Coach has basically just put out there in front of them.
Coach.
And Styles just like, Coach, oh, you poor thing.
At least she's pretty.
But this episode, wow. I I can't get over it. They leave us on a huge cliffhanger when they are in the Aztec temple at the end of the episode. Oh my god. Kate puts a berserker mask on Scott.
She makes a point to draw out a myth about Artemis and a hunter that once fell in love with her and tried to sneak up on her while she was bathing. Artemis was so just angry because who does this guy think he is sneaking up on me taking a bath? What are you doing, bro? So she turns him into a deer in the myth, and the hunter's dogs attack him, not realizing that it is their master. So she plays this up and then makes a joke about, I'm not going to turn you into a deer, Scott. That's just stupid. But then here she comes by with this berserker mask and makes such a point of, your own pack won't even know it's you that they're attacking. So I'm thinking we're going to get some more berserker lore coming through here of how they were actually created.
And some other cute little things on a lighter note, because that is just, I'm freaking out over that. Malia,
God
dear,
bless
dear,
Malia.
dear Malia,
You're so.
bless your little heart. You will get your grades up. Hopefully,
Oh yeah. Lydia's gonna help.
Yes, and you're just so clueless sometimes, but it's so adorable. The reason I haven't mentioned Lydia so much in this episode is because she's not very present in this episode, but she is helping actively using her banshee powers, seeing things. Seems like her and Parrish are actually doing a lot of working together, and like she's really helping Parrish. Parrish is really growing as a character, and I'm really intrigued to see how he evolves. Ryan Kelly, dude, I'm talking to you. You are amazing. Thank you for being amazing. You better not die.
She'll be really pissed.
I will be mad
She'll be so
because
pissed.
you are so talented and we love you on the show. Now, I want to talk about Dragon Con. Some amazing things happen. I am part of a cosplay group, Team Argent. Me along with Katie and we have a Styles, and she's not here, but we formed Team Argent. Maddie's a member too, and we basically cosplay the characters and do a lot of fun things. Well, we had some awesome Teen Wolf Argent actors there at Dragon this weekend. Michael Hogan, for those of you who don't know, Gerard Argent was there.
So nice.
He is
Grandpa.
an amazing individual. Yeah. He is very sweet. If y'all ever have the chance to meet him,
Do it.
take that chance. We actually, a lot of us got photos with him. I'll show you mine, and I'll let Katie show you hers in a minute. I went in full season 2 Lydia cosplay for this, and so you'll get to see my cosplay for this, but he actually did the Mountain Ash thing in the photo. I'll bring it in like this. Y'all can see that.
It's a little glary, but
There you go. There you go.
Woohoo.
And
pretty.
here is my autograph. If y'all can read that, I think y'all can.
I think they can.
He basically wrote, Victoria, Mountain Ash, love Grandpa. That's pretty much what he writes. It's really great.
Ash.
Mountain Ash.
I
guess I should show you mine.
Here, let me bring it in.
Got it.
This was actually with another member of Team Argent, Rachel, who
Is our Chris.
Our Chris. We love you,
Chris.
Rachel.
And I'm
She's on a bus right now going home.
Yeah, she's on her way home back to New York.
So we have an Argent family photo,
Papa
Yes.
is totally scruffing.
lovingly scruffing Chris's hair, and
Yeah.
Kate is laughing.
Yeah,
Because it's
I agree.
Kate.
I always would. Of course.
And now, some really other cool things have been happening as well. Edie Mays, she came and talked on the urban fantasy. It was urban fantasy humor and
panel.
horror,
Yeah.
and she basically came as a guest speaker because Edie was not an official guest of Dragon, but she was determined to come because it's Edie. It's Victoria Argent. She's like, if I want to go to Dragon, I'm gonna go, and she did. Now this woman is amazing. She made our dragon.
She really did.
She came to the
Fantastic.
panel she remembered me and Katie from the Icon Teen Wolf convention, and then she met some of our amazing other pack members, such as Maddie.
I expressed how disappointed I was whenever I heard how fantastic she was and how loving she was in person. Whenever I attended Days of the Wolf Chicago, the Creation Net convention, she wasn't there. How disappointed I was.
It was really distraught. It was
So excited to meet her.
So basically, things got put into motion, and luckily, she stayed after the panel, and with several of the Teen Wolf fans and cosplayers especially, she talked with us for like an hour and took a ton of photos, and just I had a
With
really
her very, very, very patient husband.
Oh my gosh, he was so patient.
He was so
Oh
patient.
my god. We were there for like 2 hours, and he's sitting there going, okay, we'll just wait it out.
she's a great woman. I give mad props to her for just continuing to be active in the Teen Wolf fandom even after her character has died. Some really fun. One last thing I want to add into this is we were late watching Teen Wolf tonight, and what is so funny is Katie was in the shower, and we were me and Maddie were just sitting there. When we see Edie do a tweet, she's like telling us where we can watch Teen Wolf on the different channels, and we basically tweeted like, we don't have that MTV in our hotel.
So right away, Edie favorited it, and almost immediately afterward, our hotel, we're currently staying in a Hyatt Place. The Hyatt concierge
In
Twitter
Atlanta.
contacted us,
Mm-hmm.
expressing how disappointed they were that we had to miss our episode tonight, and you can't have sad wolves at a con.
So they said, come down to the lobby. We have a treat for you. We go down there, and they give us each very gourmet, delicious cupcakes. Which
Oh my
the
God,
photo
no.
of us with our cupcakes is on Twitter.
It is.
Edie even retweeted it, and she's amazing. This whole
Free
weekend has
cupcakes.
been so amazing.
Nom, nom,
Um,
nom. Cupcakes.
I will be doing more videos if y'all would like with my pack in the coming months. We will be going to HowlerCon in November, and I hope y'all enjoyed this recap and review. Continue to watch, comment, like, and subscribe, and have a great night. Bye, guys.
Yeah.